Hi guys, this is Harold Green for Technique Thursday, and I got some interesting ideas about what to do a video on, and there was a lot of talk about basically what I would describe as musicality. Um, so I want to tell a couple stories. I think this is going to be worth it. So the first thing I want to kind of talk about is the need for or the priority of space or rests in music. Okay, so think of it like this. Rests or silence is the frame in which you place musical ideas. In other words, it's kind of like it greatly adds to the significance of the musical idea you present when it has been set up properly. And then I want to talk a little bit about balance. Balance means, well, I'll tell you this story. When I was in college, I used to play a duet with a friend of mine, guitar duet. And in guitar duets, I don't know if you guys are hip to that, but in guitar duets, instrumental duets, one guy's playing the melodies, playing octaves and chord solos. The other guy's walking bass. He's comping chords. There's a lot of space to be covered, lots to play. Okay, and then I remember we had so much fun doing that. And then I remember showing up to a quartet rehearsal and being chastised because man, this isn't a duet. Was the comment. And wow, it was just kind of crushing moment where someone said something very harsh but completely true. And I realized, it was like, whoa, I'm stepping all over everybody's toes. I'm playing some bass stuff. I'm playing chords everywhere. I'm grabbing leads where I don't need to. Basically, musically being selfish. And then one of the sort of related story, I remember when I was playing in a band, and we were trying to create some really great parts, creating some original music, and I was playing a rhythm. It was kind of 16th note based, and man, it didn't feel right. And it just didn't feel right, and I couldn't make it feel right. And finally, I realized I am competing with the hi-hat. Because the drummer, the hi-hat, the pitch that it's at, it's real similar to where I was wanting to comp, kind of in the middle of the guitar on the third string, in that same, they're almost exactly the same. And since we were both doing 16th note based rhythms, and he was a little ahead of the beat and I was a little behind the beat, it was just a hot mess. And so there's really two solutions, and we had a great honest talk about it, I was like, either you got to play less and let me play the more, you go to eighths, let me play 16ths or quarters or something like that, or I got to play less, and you fill up that space, and it'll lock in better. And you know what? It was great. I mean, we fixed it, and same kind of thing with the bass and the bass drum. You're occupying the same frequency space and also rhythmic space, so you need to work it out. I mean, it's not that they always have to be in unison, but they do have to have the same feel and timing, spacing, and then you got to figure out where they line up. Okay. Keyboard can get in the way so easily of vocals, and I know part of that is there's sort of a choral music tradition where the keyboard kind of reminds singers of their notes. You want to try to get past that as soon as you can. And it's not that keyboard players won't still cue some things or set vocalists up to get their note, but then you need to get out of the way. You can play higher register, you can play lower than the vocal, and you also need to pay attention to how your part fits in with the guitars. Are you fighting for the same frequency space? Are you fighting for the same rhythmic level? Again, if one person's playing, 16th notes, the other person should play eighths or quarters. Or if one player plays quarters and others play halves or wholes, mix it up. Find your space. Find your part in the overall balance. So anyway, that's my little, it's not really Technique Thursday. I guess it was kind of more like Philosophy Thursday or something. But anyway, love you guys. Great input. Thanks. Keep giving me ideas. I hope this was helpful, and I hope it wasn't too long. Love.